All right, so we're diving headfirst into this home inspection report, the one for 901 North Port Street over in Baltimore. This thing was done, let's see, April 30th, 2020. And let me tell you, it is detailed. We're going to help you pull out the stuff you need to know so you can, actually use this to make a good decision. Because this isn't just a antique house, right? We're talking about your potential future home.
You got it. A good inspection report, it's really a home buyer's best friend. It's like, I don't know, getting a backstage pass. You see what's really going on behind the scenes, not just the pretty stuff. And this report, this one goes deep.
No kidding. So first impression, before we get into the weeds, what's the overall vibe? We're talking fixer-upper or...
Not quite a teardown, no. Looks like someone's actually living there now, and structurally, at least from the report, it seems okay. But, and this is important, there are definitely some things, little things, maybe some not so little things you'll want to know about.
So, not perfect, got it, but not condemned either. Which, actually, this makes me think of the inspector himself. Is this like a big name? Someone we should know in the industry? Does this report, hold up to, official standards?
Great question. So the inspector, Neil Summers, yeah, he's licensed in Maryland, which is the first hurdle. And looking at how this report's put together, it's clear he's following the rules. The NASHA standards, National Association of Home Inspectors. Basically, it's their playbook, make sure things are thorough, no funny business. So, yeah, you can trust this report's legit.
Okay, good to know. So we're not working with some fly-by-night inspector here. All right, let's get our hands dirty. My philosophy is always deal with the scary stuff first. If you can handle that, everything else is a piece of cake, right?
I like the way you think. Hopefully nothing here gives you nightmares. But yeah, safety first. Got to face those potential problems head on.
Exactly. And this report, it doesn't sugarcoat anything. Right off the bat, items not operating, potential safety hazards, those sections jumped out at me. We're talking a dryer vent, this just not venting, no exterior exhaust, fire hazard, and then there's the electrical stuff.
Yeah, about those electrical problems. Those are tricky. You got your dead outlets, annoying, but usually an easy fix. But then they mention exposed wiring down in the basement bathroom, and that's not good.
Exposed wiring? Yeah, that'll send chills down your spine. And to pile on, they even mentioned a loose guardrail on the basement stairs. Not exactly inspiring confidence here.
It all adds up, The electrical stuff, especially that exposed wiring, you need an electrician to look at that. Could be simple, could be you need the whole system rewired, which, trust me, gets expensive. Something to think about.
Not just minor inconveniences. These are actually dangerous things. Got to be fixed before you even think about moving in.
Absolutely. Safety first, always. And speaking of potential headaches, got to talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, on top of it.
Oh boy, the roof. Even I know that's never good news. This isn't just a few loose shingles either. They brought in the cavalry for this, got a whole separate assessment from 412 Roofing. And let me tell you, they did not hold back. Shoddy workmanship, failing seams. They even said rotted wood.
Wow, they didn't mince words, did they? And here's the kicker. They included photos and a video. This wasn't just a quick glance. They went all in.
And what makes this even worse, from what I remember, is the type of roof, right? Something about TPO.
Right, TPO, thermoplastic polyolefin. Now, these roofs, they're supposed to last forever, practically. So if it's already falling apart after, a few years, that means something's seriously wrong with how it was put on in the first place.
We're not just talking about a few leaks here and there.
This is way beyond a couple leaks, yeah. With a report this bad, they use some strong language. You're probably looking at replacing the whole thing.
So not just patch it up and call it good. What are we even talking, money-wise, for a whole new roof?
Yeah, patching ain't gonna cut it here, sounds like. And a new roof, depends on the size, how complicated it is, but could easily be tens of thousands of dollars. Not cheap.
Yikes. All right, add that to the list of things to budget for. And I'm guessing from how the roofing guys worded it, even if you try to just fix the bad spots, no guarantees it actually lasts, huh?
You're catching on. Yeah, they specifically said no warranty on repairs. Because the original work was so shoddy, they can't promise anything won't just, break again.
So you're basically living with this ticking time bomb over your head and hoping it doesn't go off while you own the place?
Pretty much. Definitely something to factor in, big time, when you're figuring out if this place is worth it,
Okay, yeah, food for thought there. About 1,000 pounds of food for thought with how much a roof weighs. But I need to lighten the mood a little bit. Roof's got me stressed. What about some of the smaller stuff the report found? Not like safety hazards, but the things that drive you nuts actually living there.
Ah, yeah, the little annoyances that can become big problems over time.
Exactly. They mention things like the kitchen cabinets, some don't close right, and one drawer. It sounds like someone tried to fix it themselves, and, well, let's just say it's not pretty.
Those little things can drive you bonkers if you got to deal with them every day, that's for sure.
And then the bathrooms are interesting. One of them, the floor is just gone, like completely missing. And another one, the shower's got all these random fixtures just there. No idea what they do, just kind of hanging out.
And let's not forget about the kitchen island, held up by what they called precariously installed support legs.
Oh, right. Like one good bump and the whole thing's coming down.
Exactly. It's like funny in a way, but also not. It's these little signs, that maybe the people who lived here before weren't exactly into, like, doing things the right way.
Oh, totally. Like those red flags you see in a relationship, you're like, that seems kind of shady.
Perfect analogy. Definitely stuff to pay close attention to when you actually go look at the place.
Speaking of things that might be hiding, we got to talk about the basement. This one's a bit of a mystery, right?
Ah, yes, the basement. Always fun.
So they say most of it's finished, which, okay, more livable space, I guess.
Yeah.
But it also means the inspector couldn't really see what's going on behind the walls, right?
That's the catch-22 with finished basements. They look nice, but they can hide a lot. Foundation problems, water damage, you name it. Out of sight, out of mind, till it's too late.
So basically, that beautiful finished basement could be hiding a whole horror show we don't even know about. Comforting.
Well, it's not all bad news down there, thankfully. The report actually mentions a pretty extensive water drainage system, and it seems like it's working, which is huge.
Oh, okay, that's good at least. They were trying to stay on top of things, maybe?
Could be, yeah. Means they knew keeping water OUT was important, which, in a basement, is priority number one.
Right. Don't want to be living in SpongeBob's pineapple down there. Okay, so basement's a bit of a gamble, but at least the current owners weren't totally ignoring it. Still, though, I gotta say, this whole report kind of got my head spinning. Lots to think about.
I hear ya. That's kind of the point of these reports, though, right? Gets you asking the right questions, gives you more to go on than just, ooh, pretty house.
So it's not like run away. It's more like, all right, armed with this knowledge, now go in and really figure it out.
Exactly. This deep dive, it's given you a crash course on 901 North Port Street. The good, the bad, the potentially roof collapsing on your head.
Yeah.
You know about the roof, the electrical stuff, that basement. Gotta be smart about it.
Right. But we also know there's good stuff. That water system's no joke. So it's like weighing it all out.
Yep.
Costs, benefits, all that. And ultimately, only you can decide if this is the one or if it's more trouble than it's worth. No right or wrong answer, just got to trust your gut.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We laid it all out there, the highlights, the lowlights. Hopefully gave you enough ammo to go out and ask the right HT questions. Now go forth and conquer that house hunt.